Today we're looking at the most mana-expensive, terrible attackers in Magic the Gathering. So these are creatures, they can't attack, they attack very poorly because they need the right conditions, or they need to add some cost to attacking. I'm going to start off with the Bog Serpent. This is a 6 mana, 5/5. Bog Serpent can't attack unless defending player controls a swamp. I guess that will be fine in a world where, I guess, Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, does exist. But if you don't got that Tomb of Yawgmoth, we got a 6 mana donut. When you control no swamps, you have to sacrifice your Bog Serpent. Oh my god, it's the very clunky version of Dandan. It's the Dark Dandan. I don't know anyone who would play this card. Okay, next up, let's take a look at, I hope this is part of the show, Arachnoid. It's like Metroid, but a spider, probably. 6 mana, 2/6. It may block as though it had flying, but it has no problem attacking. Disqualified. Next up, yeah, like, no, it was Swamp. Yeah, it was, this last card was Swamp Home. Yeah, not Island Home, Swamp Home. Remember, all the home cards would absolutely count for today's show. But it's got to be more than 5 mana, 6+. Next up, let's take a Dinglebag, Glacial Crasher. Remember, it's bad attacking creatures. They attack very poorly. Okay, we have a 6 mana, 5/5 Trample. It can't attack unless there is a mountain on the battlefield. Why? Why is that so important? This came out in M15. To be honest, by today's standards, I think there's a really high chance this can attack. We have so many Triomes, Dual Lands, Blood Moon, Magus of the Moon. Why wouldn't this guy attack on the battlefield? You know what's funny? Can't attack unless there's a mountain on the battlefield. Doesn't have Mountain Walk. I don't know. I think that's a little weird. Beanpot. Let's look at Elder Land Worm. So old. Prefers the land. We have a 7 mana, a defending dragon worm. Defending what? Its pile of sand. Also has trample. When Elderland Worm blocks, it loses defender. It's ready to get into the attack. The Elderland Worm has joined the battle, but only after it blocks. It's like, okay, if you throw the first punch, that's fine. Come at me, bro. If you want to start this fight, I'll show you how we finish it. Next up, let's take a look at Danny with Dandan is too small. That's a 2 mana card. This is 6 mana cards plus. It's gotta be expensive card. We're looking at most mana expensive chunky cards. How about my homeboy, the Carver, Hell Carver Demon? I don't remember what this guy does. 6 mana, 6/6 flyer, deals combat damage. No, it has no problem attacking. This is the thing, attacks fine. You may cast it does sacrifice all other permanents. Oh, no, okay, okay. You know what? I'll allow this. There is a big cost to this. When it deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice all other permanents you control and discard your hand. That's crazy. Exile the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast any number of non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. Oh, you know, I'll take that. I'll accept that one. I don't even know if I want to hit my opponent with this card. How would you combo with this thing? Maybe in a Goblin Ringleader deck? I don't know, some way to just stack the best possible crap on top of your deck and then maybe win from there. Summer Mermaids start with a classic Leviathan. This card ends up being on the show a lot. The 9 mana one. Yeah, I know. The one that sucks. Maybe literally. Is it flying? Because this is definitely but it looks like it's underwater, but it's not. I always thought this was an underwater creature. It's 9 mana, 10/10, trample. Leviathan comes into play tapped and doesn't untap during your untap step. Well, that doesn't help us attack. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice 2 islands in order to untap it. If you do, you untap it. And can't attack unless you sacrifice another 2 islands. Just imagine, this deck actually has to be heavy on basic lands. No utility lands at all allowed, or you're just going to be screwed. No, just looks like it has flying. I guess that's like Gyarados, just coming out of the ocean. It'll come get ya. Yeah, but doesn't actually fly. Should have reach. John with the super chat. Flowering lumber knot. There's a lot of lumber knots in this game. 4 mana, disqualified. What was it? Can't attack or block unless it's paired with a creature with soulbound. Pretty good for the show, but we were looking for the most mana expensive cards. You suggested there. Oh, is there another one? Is there another flowering card? Well, what was your card? Wrong card. Exalted Dragon. What the hell is that? Okay, Exalted. Yeah. How did you accidentally suggest a flowering lumber knot? Exalted Dragon. This card exists? Okay, 6 mana. 5/5 flying. It can't attack. Oh, sorry. It can't attack unless you sacrifice a land. I don't like to sacrifice my lands. So if someone Armageddons me, I'm screwed. I can't do anything. No attack. No attacking for you. Was there like a combo when this thing came out? Is there a way of... I guess the combo is Ramanap Ruins. Cairo! How about the Colossus of Akros? Definitely. Very weird card. 8 mana, 10/10. Defender and indestructible. I'll tell you what, though. If you... I mean... Is it really that broken if it's just like an 8 mana, 10/10 indestructible creature? Like, would that break the game? I don't think so. Don't we have like Eldrazi that are super comparable? This is just bizarre. You have to pay an additional 10 mana to attack with this thing. Oh, but it does have Monstrosity 10, so we like double its power to a 20/20. And so long as it's monstrous, oh, it has Trample too, and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. The statue that defended the city is now out to kill everybody. Watch out. You're going to get stepped on. Little Deadfly with the Colossal Whale. Thank you very much for your super chat. Colossal. The Big Fish. 7 mana for a 5/5 Island Walk. Whale. See, it's big. Is that like a sperm whale in the background? Whenever Colossal Whale attacks, you may exile target creature defending player controls until Colossal Whale leaves the battlefield. Does not have any problem attacking. Disqualified. We're gonna have to give it. We're gonna donate the super chat to somebody else. Look, if you can attack and there's like no downside, it says like you may exile target creature defending player controls. If you're forced to somehow exile your Colossal Whale, I might leave it. But other than that, this has no problem attacking. Just has a problem getting cast. Danny Luo with Slip Stream Serpent. You're gonna get the super chat. 8 mana 6/6. Can't attack unless defending player controls an island. Remember, this Island Home and Island Walk, 2 different things. Whenever you control no island, sacrifice Slipstream Serpent. So, okay, it's the most expensive version of Dan of all time. Also has more for 6 mana. And worst case scenario, just morph it. You have a 2/2. Toads with a super chat. The worm had Defender, so no attack. Disqualify it. Colossus of Sardia. Colossus of Sardia. The worm. Oh, what worm? Did I disqualify a worm earlier? Okay. Colossus of Sardia is a 9 mana 9/9 trampler. It doesn't untap during your controller's unstap step. I'll accept that. Pay 9 mana, untap your Colossus of Sardia. Activate this ability only during your upkeep. Brutal. Basically, I'm gonna waste my. Oh, but it does have trample though. You know, it's got you can justify it. It's got trample. Your big creature will at least plop over everybody else in front of it. TD FHJD with the Deathbringer Regent. Now, what does this thing do? When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, and there are 5 or more other creatures on the battlefield, destroy all other creatures. Disqualified. Has no problem attacking. It'll blow up everything else on the battlefield, possibly, but it will not kill. It will not kill the Deathbringer Regent itself. You kill all your own stuff. Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with it attacking. Look, if it attacked and it had that clause, I would accept it. But this is just an ETB for it existing. Next up, we'll give some love to just a random mage. Island Fish Jusconus. Is there like a more recent version of this card? There is not. Okay, I'm not going to read the ancient scripture. This creature doesn't untap during your untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay triple blue. If you do untap this creature can't attack unless defending player controls an island. So we are screwed two ways. And when you control no island, sacrifice this creature. This is the worst of all the Dandans. He's absolutely strictly worst of all Dandans possible. You need an island, the opponent needs an island, and we have to keep paying triple blue every single turn. Next up, Kagan with Morkrut Necropod. Unless you have none? What the hell does that mean? The Morkrut. Sounds like it's a pile of crut. 6 mana, 7/7 with Menace. Whenever Morkrut Necropod attacks or blocks, sacrifice another creature or land. That is what we're talking about, baby. That's what we're talking about. I just love sacrificing my own creatures in order to attack somebody else. I love it. Or blocks, too. Does it say sacrifice another creature? Okay, so the one good thing is that if it's the only thing left on the battlefield, you just don't have to sacrifice anything else. Make sure that's your only creature in your deck. That might work out for you. Toilet Dock with Joe Yu. Chief Commander. 7 mana for an 8/8. You can't attack unless your opponent has an island in play. Not Island Walk. As long as they just need an island. So, were they on this ship? They're on a boat. I'm on a... This guy's in the I'm on a boat song music video. Next up. Joe Mama. Well, yeah, probably this guy's mama. Okay, next up, we got a super chat from Derek C. Athreos. The Shroud Veiled. This guy has problem attacking? Okay, 6 mana for a 4/7 god. It's indestructible. As long as your devotion to white and black is less than 7. Oh yeah, you know what? All the gods technically count. At the beginning of your end step, put a coin counter on another target creature. Whenever a creature with a coin counter on it dies or is put into exile, return that card to the battlefield under your control. So like whenever I play with a god that has this sort of devotion requirement, the passive ability's gotta be good. Because otherwise I can't really depend on this creature ever being a creature. If it's ever a creature, that's a bonus. Otherwise, it's a big chunky enchantment. We got Ferginka, Chained Throat Seeker. Sounds like the name of a... Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna go in there. Okay, 6 mana, 5/5 horror. It's got Infect. That sounds incredibly dangerous. But can't attack unless defending player is poisoned. Well, that's a pretty funny catch-22. I can't... Look, if I don't attack you, then you don't have poison. But if you don't have any poison, I can't attack you. Wait, the devotion... Yeah, the devotion gods can't. Once they're creatures, they can easily attack. Yeah, but if the devotion doesn't exist, they don't attack at all. You have to meet that requirement in order to attack. I've played with the devotion gods for years. And let me tell you, they don't often attack most of the time. You can even go declare attacks, they kill some other creature. Well, okay, just pass the turn, I guess. They're not really reliable. Next up, let's get... Yeah, I gotta keep it clean. We gotta keep it clean. This is a family-friendly show around here. Okay, I gotta get my dirty mind. We just gotta put it in a box and then blow the box up. Next up. What wasn't here in a while, busy at work. Welcome back, Ferginka. David Sampson with the Keeper of Tressorhorn. I think a lot of people have been on vacation. They've been busy at work. Really glad to hear people are back. We have a 6 mana 6/6. We summon the Keeper. Apparently it's an avatar. What the? This ancient scripture is so much longer than the actual card. Okay, what the ancient scriptures say? If Tressorhorn attacks and is not blocked, it deals no damage to defending player this turn, and that player loses 2 life. What the hell is the point of being a 6/6 creature? Effects that prevent or redirect damage cannot be used to counter this loss of life. I guess the idea is if you want to block, it's basically a 2/6, but with Death Touch, sort of. Death Touch for anything that has 6 toughness. So that's how I'm gathering it. When it attacks and isn't blocked, it assigns no combat damage. This is a really sad attacker. What's the point of having 6 power when you can't even use it? Kagan, what do you got for us today? The Vevictus Asmadi the Dire. And watch your opponents get a Blightsteel Colossus or something. Probably. Vivictus. This here is a 6-mana 6/6 Elder Dragon with flying. When it attacks, for each player, choose target permanent that player controls. Those players sacrifice those permanents. Each player who sacrifices a permanent this way reveals the top card of their library and puts it onto the battlefield if it's a permanent card. You know what? I don't know if I would really count this card. It's on the edge. Like, I think the probability is it's going to end up in your favor. Choose target permanent card. That player sacrifices those permanents and they reveal the top card. Like, if you destroy a creature, then probably they're just going to get a land or something. Anyway, you super chatted, so I'm gonna let that fly. I would say it's a bad attacking creature, which means it's sort of good. Only counts if you're unlucky. I think the odds are in your favor. Gillum with Marjan. Is this a Djinn? Oh no, it's a Leviathan. 7 mana, 8/8. It's funny, a lot of these bad attacking creatures, they're blue. Doesn't untap during your untap step. Okay, let's do roll call. Why is this card so bad? Doesn't untap during your untap step. Tell me more. Can't attack unless defending player controls an island. How are you selling this to me? When you control no islands, you have to sacrifice your Mahjong. What the hell? Double blue, sacrifice a creature. Untap this thing? Play only during our upkeep? And double blue, Mahjong gets -1/-0 until end of turn and deals 1 damage to our attacking creature without flying. The hell is with this card? Who designed this thing? What was the point of it? It's like worse than the original Leviathan. It's garbage. Next up, Indiana Jones. Sibilant Spirits. We have a 6 mana 5/6 Spirit flying. When it attacks, defending player may draw a card. Okay. Get a little advantage to the opponent over there. I certainly don't like paying my opponent a card in order to attack. Remco with Shauku Endbringer. Marjan did come from the Dark Souls. Didn't expect much, really. Ew. Okay, with put her back into the grave. Okay, so this is a 7 mana. What is this? Oh, it's a vampire. Why does it have? I don't know. Usually the undead look better. You everyone notice that? All the vampires, they don't look that dead. This is more like a zombie. It's like a zombie vampire. Flying. Shauku Endbringer cannot attack if there is another creature in play. So were you not attacking at all? During your upkeep, lose 3 life. That's not great. And then tap. Remove target creature from the game and put a +1/+1 counter on our Shauku. Sounds like Shauku gonna kill us before we kill anybody else. Next up. Okay, Bell wants a redemption. The God Hunter Octopus. Six mana for a 5/5 octopus. Can't attack unless defending player controls an enchantment or an enchanted permanent. This is so narrow. Like, this is not even a good attacker. It's 6 mana for a 5/5. If it was just blank, it would be like probably still bad. How is it this is the first time we've ever come across this card? Like, it's never been in, like, a bad MTG creatures video. It's literally worse than a vanilla creature. With the same mana. Works with pacifism. Can't attack unless defending player controls an enchantment. I mean, sure. Not that I would really call that a great combo. Okay, next up. Habit of misspelling. Oh, did you have a card? Okay, Spectral Maniac with Grozoth. Sounds very groggy. This is a 9-mana 9/9, also Leviathan, also has Defender. When Grozoth comes into play, you may search your library for any number of cards that have converted mana cost 9. Reveal them, put them into your hand. If you do, shuffle your library. This is a very expensive tutor card. 9 mana tutor a bunch of other creatures. And for 4 mana, oh, we can lose Defender! And we also transmute it. This is actually a pretty versatile card. So it's a massive tutor. It's either a tutor for 3 mana. We have to get something really expensive. Or can we get something cheap? It has to be equal. Discard this card, search your library for a card with the same mana value as this card. Oh my god. Like, what are we going to get? An Eldrazi or something? This has to be a 9 mana card. Terrible. Okay, Magic Nation with Amugaba. Seven mana, 6/6 illusion, flying. 3 mana. Discard a card from your hand. Return. Oh, it returned to an hand, but it doesn't have any problem attacking. Disqualified. There's no downside to attacking. It just play your 7 mana, 6/6, swing her in and win. Kagan with Ronum Serpent. Thank you very much for your super chats. For Snowland Home. We have invented snow. How about we make a Snowland Home card to punish all the players that are playing with snow these days. 6 mana, 5/6. Can't attack unless defending player controls a snowland. This is the worst land home card in the history of land home. When you control no snowlands, sacrifice your Ronum Serpent. Terrible. Just completely terrible. Ellis Flower says, the older cards make me laugh. Man, if I managed to pump out 8 mana into a beast, I want to just freely attack with a beefy beast. Yeah, back then, they punished you for playing expensive cards. You're better off just playing Savannah Lions .deck, hence White Weenie was born. They had to keep, like, those aggro decks viable. They had to keep them viable. Next up, Benjamin Berkey with the Phyrexian Colossus. Oh, and paying life. 7 mana, 8/8. Does not... Oh, this is a different card. I wasn't thinking about this one. But it does make you pay life. 7 mana, 8/8. Doesn't untap during your untap step. You have to pay 8 life in order to untap this thing. And it can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Ah, the Super Menace. We love Super Menace. I'd love to do a show on Super Menace MTG creatures, but probably not enough exist. I don't know what. There's gonna be like 7 creatures that fit that description. Who has no card yet? Kano with the Silberlind Snapper. It's a turtle, probably. It is a turtle. It's big. This guy should run away. 6 mana for a 6/6. It is a 6/6 turtle, and it can't attack unless you've cast a non-creature spell this turn. That's just weird. Like, what kind of deck I'm not going to play this in? Like some sort of weird Delver deck? Nope. No good. Servant of Lord is like, W Savannah Lions. We all love our Savannah Lions. Kano with Silver... No, I got that one. Did I grab that from you or somebody else? Okay, oh boy, with the Altar Golem. Altar Golem is a 7 mana star trample. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures in play. If this is the only creature, it sucks. It's so bad. Okay, doesn't untap during its controller untap step, and tap 5 untapped creatures you control to untap your Altar Golem. This is too much work. Maybe it's for a token deck of some sort. It's the only way I can make sense of this. Nova Mackenzie says, instead of a show on Super Menace, why not more along the lines of super versions of abilities that already exist or something along those lines? That's a great idea. I like that, Nova Mackenzie. I think we got to do that. Yeah, super lifelink, super menace. Should write that down somewhere. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Toad's Chaos Lord. Oh yeah, okay, 7 mana for a 7/7. It's a first striker, but it can't attack the first turn it comes into play on a side, except the turn it first comes into play. During your upkeep, count the number of permanents. If the number is even, target opponent gains control of your Chaos Lord. Well, it's certainly not going to be attacking for us this turn, that's for sure. Next up, we got... I didn't get you, Bulky. Elderland Worm. Worms aren't not... Well, I get... Oh, no, we did that one. Sorry about that. Let's get... Anyone with no card yet? We got Yukano. All right, we're up to no 2 cards yet. Bulky with... we did that one. Did I click that one already? For Ginka, Giant Shark. Has anyone eaten shark? I heard it's like just... It's like a really rubbery chicken, but I can't confirm. Disqualify the worm, no attack. It has defender. It has defender. Okay, Giant Shark, a 6 mana 4/4. If Giant Shark blocks or is blocked by a creature that has taken damage this turn, Giant Shark gets +2/+0 and trample until end of turn. Giant Shark cannot attack unless opponent controls at least 1 island. Giant Shark is buried immediately if any time controller controls no island. A lot of these island home cards. Someone must have thought it was an amazing idea. Like, hey, we're going to punish other blue decks. This is a great... I guess it's like a sideboard card, except it's not even cheap. Ellis Flowers with Tectonic Fiend. This is a 6 mana 7/7 with an echo of 6. Tectonic Fiend attacks each turn if able. Not going to attack on the first turn. I don't think I would count this card. Unless it was you perpetually had to... Speaking of your upkeep, you have to pay this mana twice. I'm inclined to just... You know what? If it tapped every turn, you have to pay this. I think I'd count it. I just can't count this one. It's close though. I see what you're doing. I understand. Because you do have to pay it twice in order to even get 1 attack off. Otherwise, you get nothing. I saw a man eating shark once. It was you. Do you eat your supper in front of the mirror? You could do that. How many men have you eaten? Whoa, that got a little dark. Sharks are friends, not food. Well, maybe to the shark people. We're certainly food to the sharks. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, we're gonna look at more super mana expensive creatures that are terrible at attacking. They're awful. Garbage attackers. But we do have to thank our sponsors today, starting with FusionGamingOnline.com. Are you excited for Marvel Spider-Man? Apparently not anybody except for the people who love Marvel Spider-Man. If you're a huge fan of the comics, huge fan of Marvel, maybe you like the Avengers. Well, you're gonna love the Spider-Man crossover with Magic the Gathering. Get your cards at FusionGamingOnline.com to support the channel. What else do we got for y'all this week? 15% off all sleeves. Damn it, I needed that. I needed that last week when I bought sleeves for my tournament. We play with a lot of cards. We play with a lot of decks. Need to slim up. You gotta protect your cards. Make sure they stay near mint for the rest of your life at FusionGamingOnline.com. And whenever you purchase anything, don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Play a deck any format you want. I heard the Australian Highlander 7-point Highlander Commander format is getting really popular. You can play that casually when you rent with my rent using Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back using my coupon code Nikachu_ZH4 to get cash back on your 3rd month subscription. I'd say that was a little clunky of a sponsor segment, but we got there. We got there. Okay, what do we got? We need cards here. Send me your bad attackers. Adam with Jokal Mortar. It's another Leviathan. We might as well just call this Leviathan Day. 7 mana, 12/12 Trampler. Comes into play tapped. When it comes into play, sacrifice it unless you sacrifice 5 lands. It doesn't untap during your untap step. And whenever you play an island, you may untap your Jokal Mortar. Yeah, but I'm not made out of islands here. Oh, you know what's a combo with this card? Harbinger of the Seas. So every land you play is an island. Technically. Hexanort, Pride of the Hullclave. I want to say that is a very cheap card. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, God. This is 11 mana. And it's only a 2/15. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. Also has Defender, though. And for 4 mana, until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 gains. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its toughness and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. The low cost of splashing blue in your mono green deck, you also can attack. Christopher B, where have you been, Christopher B? I almost, if you're not here at the beginning of the show, I always assume something terrible has happened to you. Okay, Flood Chaser, 6 mana for a 0/0 elemental. Comes into play with 6 +1/+1 counters on it. Can't attack unless defending player controls an island. And for a blue, remove a +1/+1 counter from the Flood Chaser. Target land becomes an island. At least this is probably the best of the island home cards. You can untaps normally at your untap step, so you don't have to sacrifice things. And if your opponent doesn't have an island, well, guess what? This is like an island enabler. Move a +1/+1 counter. Target land becomes an island until end of turn. You could even mana screw people with this. You got Guy's Cradle? Well, at your upkeep, I'm just going to turn it into an island for a turn. Screw your Guy's Cradle. The corporate overlords have been appeased. Are you talking about the Spider-Man set? Next, Bell with Steelclad Serpent. Oh, that's interesting. This is an artifact creature. Do you know what? It looks and feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh creature. 6 mana for a 4/5 that can't attack unless you control another artifact. Well, that should be easy. But even then, this is just like a really crappy artifact creature. It doesn't even have affinity. I don't even know if it'd be even that. It'd be fine, I guess, with affinity. And the disadvantage is basically meaningless. Draco can attack, right? I'm pretty sure. Can Draco attack? The OG Draco, it just gets cheaper, right? The beginning of your upkeep, sack Draco unless you pay 10. This cost is reduced by 2 for each basic land type among lands you control. But untaps. And if you could cast it, then you have the mana in the first place. It's you can perpetually pay for this. Next up, apparently, Benjamin, you didn't get a card yet. I think we got Phyrexian Colossus. We did. Remco, Roving Keep. 7 mana for a 5/4 defending wall. Looks like Howl's Moving Castle, though. For 7 mana, it gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. It can attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender. Nice. Very nice. Chen with Cosmic Horror. I don't think it was done. It would definitely not. Another EU card. Imagine going fishing and you grab this thing. Okay, this is a 6 mana for a 7/7 horror. First strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, Unless you pay 6 mana, sacrifice Cosmic Core, and it deals 7 damage to you. Okay, I can accept that. That thing's gonna kill you. I think this is gonna kill you before it kills the opponent. It does, right? Yeah, actually. You take the damage. So what is the point of this thing? It's just a self-sabotage card. Mapius. We did Jozu. Sorry, Joyu. We got Dragon Games with Org. He don't know how big he is. This mana cost is too low. Needs to be higher than 6. It's got to be 6, at least 6 mana for this show. You need to be at least this tall or this expensive to be on the show. Not expensive enough. Next up, let's take a look at Kano's Goblin something? Dirigible? What is a dirigible? Is a blimp? Oh, it's like the Hindenburg disaster in the multiverse of Magic the Gathering. 6 mana, 4/4 artifact creature flying. Goblin dirigible doesn't untap during your untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 4. If you do untap your Goblin dirigible, must be you have to. Okay, this one I like because you have to pay to untap it. Next. What do we have? Oh, Steve Cooper has arrived. Thing from the Deep. Goblin Dirigible. Fascinating card. Okay, this is a, what is it? 9 mana for a 9/9. Whenever Thing from the Deep attacks, sacrifice it unless you sacrifice an island. Well, here's the good news. We got 9 islands. But the bad news is you might have 9 chump blockers. Thing from the Deep, we're going to sacrifice everything in the deep. Okay, Servant of the Lord. Phantom Nishoba. You know what? It's funny that you say this. So I was playing with this card in pre-modern. And, you know what? There's actually some logic to what you're saying. So it's a 7 mana Cat's Beast Spirit with Trample. Enters the battlefield with 7/1/1 counters on it. But whenever Phantom Nishoba deals damage, you gain that much life. If damage would be dealt to Phantom Nishoba, prevent the damage and remove a +1/+1 counter on Phantom Nishoba. And I was in a lot of games where my opponents are chump blocking this thing, and then it shrinks, and they chump block it again, and it shrinks, and chump block it again. All of a sudden, it's like not bigger than my opponent's creatures, and I couldn't even do anything. No issues attacking. You know what? I'm going to have to give it to you. I want to say strategically, this is not the greatest attacker, but in terms of this show, it still can attack freely. Okay, Mapius, Firestorm Hellkite. Six mana for a 6/6, flying, trample, cumulative upkeep. Okay, I'll give it the cumulative upkeep creature. This is not going to attack for very long. And then you're gonna have to sacrifice it. You get you get how many turns? 3 turns? 3 turns and it's gone. I won't count regular upkeep cards. You can just pay that for forever, pretty easily. I like this ability. Technically, isn't lifelink, so you can double it up with lifelink. Oh, you mean the Phantom Nishoba? Maddie Madsen in the house. I think we did Exalted Dragon. Yeah, we did Exalted Dragon. Benjamin Berkey, Guardian of the Ages. How's everyone doing on their Monday today? This is a 7 mana 7/7. It's a defending golem. Think that's just a big statue? No, it comes to life. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, oh, you're going to wake it up. If Guardian of the Ages has Defender, it loses Defender and gains Trample. So how do we actually attack with this thing? Whenever a creature you control, when a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, what is the point of the trample? Can anyone explain that to me? Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, which means I'm defending, if Guardian evade, Oh, I see. Oh, sorry, it's permanent. Oh, it's not until end of turn. That's how it works here. Okay, next up, Fox Clouds, Clockwork Condor. Don't peeve off the Guardian of the Ages. Okay, the Clockwork is a 4 mana. Well, already disqualified. It's not expensive enough. We want big mana. Must be expensive. Damn, I like the art on Exalted Dragon. Shame it's not playable. Don't worry, it's playable in your collection binder. Everything's playable in your collection binder. Summer Mermaid Star with Bruna, the Fading Light. The backside, Bruna and Gazella is way over 6 mana. Should count if the gods count. Very tough card to attack with, and that's assuming they don't remove the meld side. You can you remove one side of a card? Flying First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Your opponents can't cast spells with mana value or less. I don't know, but what's preventing it from attacking once you like meld them together? Can you like destroy? I don't get it. So when you cast this spell, you may return target angel or whatever. Melds with Gazella. How does that even work? I don't even know how meld works. You know, when I look at cards like this, I'm like, okay, I don't need to understand this. I don't even want to. I don't want to know what's going on here. But I'm open. It doesn't look like it has any trouble attacking. You can destroy Bruna or her girlfriend, but that doesn't. I mean, you could say the same thing about any creature. Oh, if I attack, you just blow it up, right? Gazella tells you how it works. Well, I don't even have that side here. I got Park Place, not Boardwalk. Meld equals Voltron. Well, I don't have the side that gives me the instructions. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Benovsky, Goblin. Oh, we did that one. That's why you guys gotta come early. Does this show start too late? I mean, too early? Do I have to, like, start at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time? It's really gonna screw over the people in Asia. Oh, okay. Bulky Oboroth. Let's do Obroth. We have 6 mana for a 9/9 Obroth. Commute of Upkeep. Put a -1/-1 counter on our Obroth. Oh no! I'm gonna like I'm gonna sort of count this thing, but barely. Should disqualify it. It gets weaker and weaker as time goes on, for sure though. Next up, David Sampson, Guy's Liege. Young David used to think this was kind of good. Well, we can still believe it's still good. Okay, this is a 6 mana star. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of force you control. That's great. We can play with Yavimaya. What is it? Cradle of Growth. As long as Guy's Liege is attacking, its power and toughness are each equal to the number of forests defending player controls. Tap, target land becomes a forest until target land becomes a forest until Guy's Liege leaves play. But actually, there's no problem attacking with this card. You have no problem attacking with it. There's no downside at all. It doesn't even shrink itself. I'm disqualifying a lot of cards today. Little Deadfly says, some of these cards I've only ever seen in my brother's binders, Forever Condemned, Never to Leave. The bulk bin, huh? The Nikachu MTG show is not late. On Mondays, I have a call that ends around this time. Okay. Ooh, a Crone Legionnaire 100% counts. Did we do that one? Maybe not. I don't know. Can't remember. Maybe not. 8 mana. 8/4. Except for creatures named a Crone Legionnaire and artifact creatures you control can't attack. Wait a minute. Except for creatures named a Crone Legionnaire. Technically disqualified. So this has no trouble attacking. It's just everything else has trouble attacking. It's a garbage card, though. But this thing can attack. You attack and suddenly is 0/0. Oh, is that how this card works? Are equal to the number of force you control. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of force. Oh! Okay, do you know what? I can count this. You know what? Yeah, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. I didn't understand it like that. You know, I had it in my mind, if you have this, Yavimaya Cradle of Growth on the battlefield. Like, it just doesn't matter. But it does matter. Yeah, it's okay. This definitely passes. So this passes. A Crone Legionnaire does not pass. Thou shall not pass. Bryce with a Feral Throwback. We have a 6-mana 3/3. Amplify 2. As this card comes into play, put 2+1/+1 counters on it for each beast card you reveal in your hand. Weird. Provoke. When this creature attacks, you may have target creature defending player controls untap and block if able. But no problem attacking with this card. Now, if our opponent was forced to block, like they have to, that could be a downside. Because in that case, we're not actually getting in damage. I could accept this card if like it says your opponent has to block if able or something like that. Yeah, the attack is totally fine here. Next up, we got one from Urtigo. I heard about some creature called Emrakul that costs 15 mana. Who would pay this much mana on it? Well, no one pays mana on for Emrakul. They just cheater and play. People find a way with Emrakul. We did Marjan, Argent. That has been done. Toilet Duck with a second card. Dakmore Sorceress? If you don't have swamps, then have fun trying to attack with a 0-power creature. Oh, is this the same thing with that Liege? Okay, so 6 mana for a star 4. Its power is equal to the number of swamps you control. That's not hard, though. How is there no swamps in my mono black deck? Next up, Indiana Jones, Clockwork Beast. Would you did we do this one? We'll take a look-see. Oh, we didn't do this one. Okay, 6 mana for a 0/4. Comes into play with 7+1/+0. Sorry, yeah, +1/+0 counters. At end of combat, if the beast attacked or blocked this turn, remove a counter from it. Pay X, tap. Put up to X +1/+0 counters on Clockwork Beast's ability. Can't cause the total number of +1/+0 counters on the beast to be greater than 7. I would count this because its power is shrinking progressively every single turn because of you. And then if you want to buff it up, you have to skip a turn attacking in order to buff it up. I would count this card. Mimbruli, the Keeper of Trustmore. We did that one. Oh boy, Infernal Denizen. Eight mana for a 5/7. What is even going on in this art? This is like dream level art. Oh, this is like what you see in your dream, and you don't think anything differently about it. I'm not going to read the ancient scripture because I'm sure it doesn't even make sense by today's standards. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack 2 swamps. That is terrible. If you can't, tap this creature. Oh god. And an opponent may gain control of a creature you control of their choice for as long as this creature remains on the battlefield. What the hell? Tap, gain control of target creature for as long as this creature remains on the battlefield. That's nuts. It's not even there to attack. It's there to steal other things. Oh, Bryce says that you missed the you may part of that prowl creature. Lassian, Quick Silver Behemoth. It'd be big. It is a beast for 7 mana. 4/5. Affinity for artifacts. Okay, so we could get this in play for a discount. When it attacks or blocks, return it to its owner's hand at end of combat. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you know what? Actually, it's not terrible. If you're an affinity deck, so you attack. When it attacks or blocks, yeah. So you deal damage. Ideally, you're just playing it for 1 blue every single turn. I could actually see this being played in Affinity if it wasn't for like better creatures that have already like come into existence, like the Kappa Cannoneer. It looks underrated. Hey Marco, Arcanus the Omnipotent. Why would you ever attack with it rather than Ancestral Recall every turn? I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but it's not really of the theme of the show. Why are you attack? Yeah, it's attack for 3 or draw 3. If you're attacking, you're doing something horribly, horribly wrong. No, I think we did giant shark. Let's see, hold on. A giant shark. It's big. Yeah, we did giant shark. You were there. I know you're there, Bryce. Felicia, Riders of the Mark. Seven mana, 7/4. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each human you control. Got Trample and Haste. At the beginning of your end step, if Riders of the Mark attack this turn, return it to its owner's hand. If you do, create a number of 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens equal to its toughness. Fascinating. You like, okay, whatever. It doesn't actually have that much trouble attacking because it has haste. So like you can actually reasonably play this every single turn. You actually get value out of it too for 1 mana. You know what? I think I should disqualify this. If it didn't have haste, I would count it. But it does have haste. We did the island fish. We got Nat at roll with bog. Hoodlums? Hoodlums. When we get old, we can like shake our fist at those damn bog hoodlums. 6 mana for a 4/1. It can't block. When Bod Hoodlums comes into play, clash with an opponent. If you win, put a +1/+1 counter on Bod Hoodlums. Has nothing. It's still good at attacking though. No problem attacking. Disqualified. We're just disqualifying everything today. Argent. Here's a fun one from back in the day. The Jotol Worm. Little Dead Fly giving a joke. Black Lotus. It costs so much to own, but doesn't attack or block. Okay, the Jotol Worm is a 6 mana 6/6. When it becomes blocked, it gets -2/-1 until end of turn for each creature blocking it beyond the first. Oh, that is awful. So basically, if you block with 6 creatures, it's dead. It's gonna get blocked to death. We got no 2 cards yet from Christopher B. Sibilant Spirit. Christopher B always finds like the really weird niche cards. Looks like Silver Surfer. 6 mana 5/6 flyer. When it attacks defense. Oh no, we did this one. Yeah, we did this one. Well, what's your other card? Teresian Mindbreaker. I don't think we did this one. 7 mana 6/4. When it attacks, defending player mills half their library rounded up. You can also unearth it. This has nothing to do with the show. Has no problem attacking. Attacks away. Okay, some mermaid. Everyone needs redemption today. We did Colossus of Akros. That definitely works. But it's been done. Marcio. I have mixed feelings about Colossus of Akros. I just said that we did that one. Okay, Benjamin Berkey says, I got a good one. Yawgmoth Demon. You all know that Defender counts, right? Okay, this is a 6 mana 6/6 flying first striker. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you don't, tap Yawgmoth Demon, and it deals 2 damage to you. You have to pay the artifact tax. You got to pawn something around here. What the hell is this? Gorax? That sounds like a final boss name. Ooh, it's final boss energy. It's like I don't know, this is a graveyard or something? It's like you go to the graveyard and then all of a sudden the land is shaking and then you've got Gorax, the Tomb Shell, arrives. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may exile any number of creature cards from your graveyard to make it cost 2 less to cast. And it's a 4/4 Death Toucher. Whenever it attacks or dies, choose a card at random exiled with Gorax and put that card onto the battlefield. Actually, it has no problem. There's no problem attacking with this card. Look, if there is like no cost to attacking, choose a card at random exiled with Gorax and put that card onto the battlefield into its owner's hand. And the owner is going to be you. Okay, come on, Servant Lord. Give us a good one. I got a good one. Is the better version of no card. I got a good one. Well, it would be better, except I don't even know if people actually do have a good one. Voltland, Glacial Crasher. But still a big X. But the X is paid at cast, right? Choose a card at random. What X? The spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. There is no cost to attacking with the card. Okay, 6 mana for a 5/5. It's got trample. Oh, we did this one. Oh no, we've run out of cards. We've run out of cards. Kano, save us. Xanthrid Demon. Or is it? Oh, it's Zathrid Demon. A 6-mana 7/7 flying trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature other than your demon. Then each opponent loses life equal to the sack creature's power. That's actually not too bad. Even if you can't sack a creature, you got to tap your demon. You lose 7 life. This perfect. No, we're back. We're back, baby. We're back on. You read it wrong. You've read 2 cards wrong today. Don't worry. You have to, everyone's got to exercise some patience. Read twice, submit cards once. Tough show, not enough cards. There's actually tons of cards we haven't even talked about. We got Bazooka Tank with the Goblin Mutant. Hopefully this qualifies. 4 mana. Well, it's 4 mana. You know what? I'm getting desperate. What is this? Goblin Mutant can't attack if defending player controls an untapped creature with power 3 or greater. I love it. We don't have much time in the show. We need original cards. We did a Crone Legionnaire, yes. If you guys come late, you're screwed. Bell with Sanctum Plow Beast. Oh, 6 mana 3/6 with Defender and Plane Cycling. So it's actually not completely useless. You can at least use this to go get a special planes. Special planes to your heart. For Ginka, Harbor Serpent. Did we do this one? Maybe not. 6 mana, 5/5 Island Walk, but can't attack unless there are 5 or more islands on the battlefield. I actually don't think we did this one. It's like a weird version of Island Home. They should add these to the Dan deck. The Dan deck is like a bunch of Dan-like cards. Why not? Does Force of Nature count? Maybe. Is it one of those cards that hit you before you hit the opponent? Force of Nature. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 8 damage to you. Oh no, but you can pay the triple green. If you were forced to take this damage, I might counter, but you're not forced to take the damage. Damn, I own 4 of Harbor Serpent. How do you even know that? Dragon Games, Pride of the Hulklade. Has Defender, but can remove its own Defender. Oh, we did that one. We've done that one. Argent, Illusionary Wall. If 5 CMC can't... Well, we're desperate. We're desperate. Illusionary Wall. Where's the wall? Here's the Illusionary Wall. Maybe it should have been like 5 CMC plus. Okay, 5 mana for a 7/4. Defender, Flying, First Stripe, and cumulative upkeep of a blue. Not only can we not attack with this card, we can't even keep it on the battlefield. Absolutely pathetic. Okay, let's get... Okay, I think a few people said Nova Blast Worm, so let's see if this one counts. Maybe it's a good way to end the show. 4 mana, 7 mana, 7/7. When it attacks, destroy other creatures, but it can attack itself. What a great way to end the show, on a disqualification. That's okay. You know what? Sometimes the shows are difficult. Sometimes they're easy. But I can guarantee you something that's easy. How often we do this show, which is weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, and of course, if you super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank everyone for being here. People like the Big Squid, Christopher B. Where's Christopher B? There's Christopher B. Argentina, John. Benjamin Berkey, Nightmare Incarnation, Pabno, Bell, David Sampson, Serpent, Old Boy, Summer Mermaid Star, We got Steve Cooper. Peace, peace. Many disqualified. Oh, I read that as McDonald's today. I love McDonald's. Little Dead Fly, Indiana Jones. For Ginka, Pabno, Argent, David, Derek. We have so many people here. Danny, Kano, Argent, Mappius, Remco. We got Chetty VT was here the entire time. Toilet Doc, Toads, Ellis Flowers, for Ginka, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees. And we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you at the next cup.